Hello and welcome to That British Homestead. So my name's Nick and today I thought we could go through and start chitting some of these seeds. So these are the seeds that we're going to be going ahead and doing today, and I'm going to be honest with you guys because I'm always honest. I try to be. I sat here and worked out how many of what I wanted. So really I only want about 25 peppers, and I want about 10 chilli plants, and I want about 10 aubergine plants, right? Well, I did that, and then I had a look back through my seed collection, and I'm just going to throw that idea out, and I'm going to plant probably triple that, because that's the way I am. And the reason we're chitting these is because I got quite a bad germination rate last year, and I want to start nice and early. It's February, and I don't want to miss out on having lots of peppers. I really like peppers because they freeze super well. Don't bother about blanching them or anything. I just put them on a tray, stick them in the oven. I put them on a tray and then go ahead and stick them in the freezer, and then scrape them all up when they're frozen, put them in bags, and we basically just chop them up and put them in sauces and stuff in the winter time, which is really cool. I'd also quite like to try putting them in olive oil and roasting them first. I think that'd be a really nice flavour combo. I've also got my fermenting chilies, which are important. I've got two lots of these bad boys. I've got these ones which are darker green, and Signa Blanco, which I think Blanco means white, so they're a very light green one. So I'm going to do both of those, so you can see how it's just going up and up. And I've got my jalapenos as well, which I'm going to go ahead, and I've written down that I want 8 of those, but then I only get 1 of these each, which I don't know, I want more than 1. I want 2 of these each, so I'm just going to do whatever I want. So that's the thing. I've also got tons of sweet peppers, and I said I wanted 25 of these, so I was really excited because I've got a new variety to try. These sweet banana peppers, I think they're really cool, so I went ahead and bought those. And I'm going to grow these for my daughter, and I thought 5 of those would be alright for lunches and just general snacking purposes. But then I get 20 of them, and then I get 5 of those, and then I've got loads more that I want to sow as well. So you see how it goes downhill, because I always try to see okay, what did I grow last year, how much did that last me? So I only need 25, so naturally I'm going to probably go ahead and sow 42. It's the only way. And then anything else I can go ahead and give it away. I give loads to my mum. I've got friends that I trade with down the allotment. We donate some to the school, so the school has a little allotment patch, and it will be really cool for the kids to have a go at growing, all sorts of things. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Disclaimer out of the way. Note that my house is still not done, okay? We've still not got floor, but it's more painted. Look. The paint goes all the way up to the ceiling now. Haven't done the ceiling. I realised after I painted the walls, did you know you were meant to paint the ceiling first? Yeah, nor did I. If you're of course, it's going to splatter all over the walls. Yeah, that's what my partner said to me when when I finished painting the walls. He was like, why don't you paint the ceiling? And I was like, oh yeah. That would have been a good idea, wouldn't it? But I can't reach the ceiling. Right. So, talking of him, he has promised me that he would go ahead and put my seed tent up next weekend. And I mean, a promise is a promise, so I'm going to take him on that promise, and hopefully he will go ahead and put that seed tent up, because I need these out, right, because it's going to be pedal to the metal. So I'm going to take him on that promise. What I've got is a load of kitchen towel, and all I've done is my nan gives me all these pots. I don't ever have any pots, but she saves them all for me, so they're really handy. So what I've done is I've just gone ahead and put some kitchen towel, just normal kitchen towel, in a bit of water, and I've put it into one of the pots that she gave me, right? I've also got a milk jug, And in that milk jug, I've just cut up the milk jug and left it in the bottom of the tray. I'm going to go ahead and use these as labels, right? I do this every year. I never buy labels. I always make them. And I know people say to me, but they're only £1. And I'm like, yeah, but I've got to go out and get them. And I'd rather spend £1 on seeds than perhaps spend them on this. So it's like upcycling, isn't it? Okay. Which kind of reminds me, if you guys have a good garden pen, right, let me know like what it is in the comments, because I use just a normal Sharpie, and the Sharpie, it actually breaks down under UV light, so it's all good until you can't read it anymore. So if you've got a UV pen that you guys use, as in like it doesn't break down under UV light, please let me know, because I'd be so thankful, because I try so much to be organised. I do try. And yeah, when all the labels go blank, it's like, oh. So yeah, if you could let me know, that'd be great. Helps if I remember a pen, doesn't it? Right, so let's get started on the chilies first, yeah? Right, so this is my work surface, okay? Oh, I'm gonna get myself one of these pots, and I'm going to show you that this was such a bad idea because I folded it up to fit it in the pot. No, it's all right, it's all good. So, you want them quite damp, as you can see, I say. And I'm gonna go ahead and flop it in there, all right, making as much mess as humanly possible. What I'm going to do is use one of these per lot, and then I'm going to put a label on top like that and see if that works out. I'm only chitting them, they will not be sprouting properly, so they shouldn't be growing in between the layers. So let's start off with this one here, which is Peppa Signiata Blanco. How many of these do I have is the question. I got these in a seed calendar last year, and they were really nice actually. I really enjoyed them, so it'd be sad to see them go. I might buy some more of them. Look, so 1, 2, all right, all lonely there. I might use some of those in here as well. Okay, so what this does is, not only will it be nice and warm, because I'm going to keep this in my house secretly though, he will be not very happy at all if he sees I'm growing plants in the house. So I will go ahead and put this somewhere nice and warm. An airing closet would be nice, just make sure it doesn't dry out, and then I will go ahead and put them into pots out in the garage when he puts up the seed tent and gets all the heating sorted on it. But you can go ahead and start these like this, and then go ahead and put them on a sunny windowsill. That's absolutely fine. It's just, I'm just not allowed to, I'll get in trouble. Right, so you must make sure that, okay, it doesn't really matter right now, but if you're going to go ahead and put these in soil, just make a little bit in them. So I'm going to go ahead and awkwardly not be able to fit this in there, like so. I wish I decided stuff like this before I turned the camera on, but that's just not me as a human being. Okay, I'm just gonna try again. Yeah, that'll do. And I'll put it right over there and wedge it on. The second one I'm going to go ahead and do is these ones. Wow, there's loads more than I actually expected. So I'm going to do a good healthy sprinkle. So I just want to make sure, it's getting a little bit old, these seeds. I want to make sure that I am, you know, getting the best out of them. So I'm going to do a healthy sprinkle. I'm going to rescue those two from that side. And hopefully some of them will come up, because they're getting a little bit old, these seeds. This is why I end up with so many plants, you can see. Did you know, and I think this is such a cool fact, did you know that all chili plants are trees? I didn't know that. So they're all trees. So in some countries where they don't have frosts, they actually have chili trees. How cool is that? So what I've done is I've lined the plastic container with some more plastic. Very eco-centric there. My favourite, jalapenos. So I want 20 of these. Did I? No, I didn't. I wanted 10. Well, 8 really, but you can't, beggars can't be choosers, can they? Yeah, that's about enough. Just sprinkle them in, tuck them into bed. Night night seeds. Night night. And I pre-cut some cling film. So I'm only using a tiny little bit just so they don't get stuck together. See? So these ones are really nice. These are called Prairie Fire, and they're really cute. They're very tiny little seeds though, so which can be a bit of a pain when harvesting, but I think they're just so nice. They're so ornamental. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do 2 of those. Oh, there you go, exactly 2. Sometimes I do tell the truth. I really liked those last year. So 2 of those, as you can see. I'm going to do some cayennes, or cayennes, however you say it. How many do you reckon? 4? Look how cute these are. They're like in the cutest little packet. Just don't sow these and then touch your eyes. Stack them up nicely, make sure they're going to bed, and I'll spray them with a little water bottle. I might actually put them on my heated prop-up-gator in their little Tupperware. How cute is that? I've even written that they're chilies and the date that I've sown them. I never do that. Very, very impressed. Deeply impressive. Next one, I will do my sweet bell peppers. So, sweet bell peppers. New takeaway container. Some kitchen roll. Move the phone so it doesn't get wet. There we go. Tuck it in. It's like a little fitted sheet. Right, so I'm going to start off with the one that I'm most excited about. These bad boys are banana peppers, and they're sweet, and they're like little snack peppers, and I know my daughter loves a little pepper. She really enjoys those. So, I'm going to go ahead and sow some of these. They're sweet. They look like chilies though, look. Not bad, I've got quite a few in there as well. I think I got these off of Etsy. The thing that worries me is it says English thyme, but it's definitely chili, pepper seeds even. Alright, so what I'm going to do, so make sure I at least get 5. And because I haven't done them before, do a little sprinkle more than 5, so that if they don't all come up, it's all good. Do you see what I mean? Because I worry. So that's them there. So I'm going to go in straight away for a label, and these are called sweet banana peppers. I believe there are chili ones as well. Sweet banana peppers, so I shall put them here to like segregate them. And the next one I'm going to do is this. These are called Yolo Peppers, and I got these from that packet I was telling you all about last year. So these, I have to say, weren't amazing last year, but I genuinely feel that last year just wasn't an amazing pepper year, so I want to give them a bit more of a go. I want them to stay all over this side. There. So this one is Yolo, which I thought was a really cute name. Yolo. Tuck it in. Night night peppers. Sleep well. Please all sprout. I know it's not the most interesting one, but this one, I'm telling you, is so effective. California Wonder. And I think I got these for a couple of quid, and they're 3,000 seeds, and they've been so good. They got big peppers. I'm gonna go ahead and grow these. These are good for the old bolognese sauce, and for salads, and you name it. These will always have a space in my garden. Always, always, always. I've sowed quite a few, because these are the sort of thing that I can give away so easy. My mum wants some, etc. So that is California Wonder. I'm going to do a label for that now. Just leave them like that and tuck them in, which will leave me one more sheet for the rest of the peppers that I said I wasn't going to grow. Peppers fly. You can't, like, you lose fingers giving them away. Right, so the next one is Red King. This is a small chili that is good to grow in a smaller season, which we have. I've only got a few of those, so I'm going to go ahead and put those in. Oh, she'll grow all of them, which is all 3. So I'm going to go ahead Put those in a little line. Oh no, there's 4. Complete lie. There we go. And I will put a little one in here like that, labelled Red King. Next one is Cubiscar. I can never say that. Let's see how many I've got left in here, shall we? Oh, 3. Oh. No more than 3. Should we put them in a line? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to have loads of peppers this year. Hopefully if they all germinate. These are quite old seed. This is an F1 hybrid, this one. F1 hybrid just means that it's not a stable variation, so you can save seeds from it, but you will not be getting the same seed as you planted. I'm going to try some of these. These are very, very old seeds. I think they're called Asterix. They're very old. They're like 10 years old. So I'm going to just give it a try because I've got a little bit of space. Now, if not all of these come up, it's not going to be the end of the world because that's why I'm sowing so many. But I want some of them to grow up. Please. That's a bell pepper, apparently. But like I said, I bought that as a packet when I first got into seed sowing, and I just haven't used it up. So this is a good way of seeing if this is viable, and if it's not viable, I can throw them away. Now, if you're ever worried about your germination rate, this is a great way of finding out if your germination rate is any good or if you're just wasting time with seed that's bad. Never throw away a packet of seeds, always keep them. They pretty much don't go out of date. I mean, you've got years and years and years on them, so ignore what it says on the back of the packet. Always give it a go, and if you're worried, go ahead and do that. And I mean, you can do that in December and just discard the seeds afterwards, but it's a great way of finding out if your seeds are able to, you know, withstand. But now make sure that when you're going in there, you are going in there and looking at them and opening them up, because if not, they'll get mildew. All right, I wanted 10 of these, but I've actually chosen a type of eggplant, my favourite eggplant actually, and it's actually really difficult to go ahead and germinate, so I'm going to germinate quite a lot of them because I've had issues with them in the past. They are a very nice eggplant called Turkish orange eggplant, and in my humble opinion, they are the best eggplant that you can ever eat, and they're bright orange. They are gorgeous. So got these from Prairie Seeds. I've just bought them. They were packed this year, so hopefully they're super viable. There are absolute tons of seeds in there, so I'm just going to give them a little bit of sprinkle. 50 seeds, and I think they cost me about a couple of pounds. Like I said, I definitely want about 10, but I'm going to put a load more so that worst comes to worst, I have 1 or 2 not coming up, or hopefully half of them will come up, okay, because I've got another variety here that I'm going to go ahead and sow, but I want to put my label on first. Now on the other side, I'm actually going to go ahead and sow some of this white eggplant. This eggplant, and this is the reason why we call it eggplant, well, we call it aubergine. That's why people call it eggplant, because it literally looks like eggs. It's actually amazing. So I'm going to use the whole of this packet on the basis that it's quite old. Doesn't dry out so much, and I will air them out every day. I'll put a reminder on to make me do that. That is official now, isn't it? It's officially the already sowing time of the year. That's scary. It goes so quickly. I am so excited now. It just feels like it's all real. I'm really excited. I'm hoping that I can go ahead and get those in and sort them out, and hopefully a load of germination will happen. What are you growing? Have you started yet, or are you still waiting? I know in lots of places you still have to wait a little while unless you've got a heated greenhouse or somewhere to keep them nice and toasty warm. I'm really hoping that they're gonna do really well. I'm super excited about them. I'm going to make sure I put them somewhere real toasty and warm, maybe in my bottom drawer, until they start to germinate, so it's nice and warm near the radiator. So let me know down below what you're sowing this time of year, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hello. Cool, but I'd also quite like to try. It's your eyeball. Right, hello. So I'm just gonna have a little tidy up time. There you go. So just drying my hands on my trousers. Alright. Let's put it on a tray.